Good morning. Today we'll study the topic exchange of gases. We know that alveoli, they are the primary sites of exchange of gases, and exchange of gases also occur between the blood and the tissues. Oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged in these sites by simple diffusion, mainly based on pressure concentration gradient, and the solubility of the gases is also and the thickness of the membranes involved in the diffusion are also very important factors that affect the rate of diffusion. So here you can see how the exchange of gases takes place. This is the circulation of blood to the various regions of the body, that is lungs. Okay, to lungs the blood is supplied, and the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place there. Through pulmonary vein the blood is coming to the heart. Through aorta the blood is supplied to the various parts of the body, to liver. Hepatic artery is there. Hepatic portal veins, branching network which arises from the liver. Then in the stomach, intestine, renal artery to the kidneys and to the lower body parts. So blood is supplied, and along with that the oxygenated blood reaches all the different organs of the body. And through the veins we know that carbon dioxide that is taken out by the different through the different organs, and then it is supplied to the heart, and then finally taken to the lungs for recirculation. So this is how it happens. But again, how the gases they enter and exit the blood, it depends on their partial pressure, that we are going to study in detail now. Now we know that pressure that is contributed by an individual gas in the mixture of gases is called as the partial pressure. So what is partial pressure? It is the pressure that is contributed by an individual gas in a mixture of gases, and it is represented as partial pressure of oxygen and partial pressure of carbon dioxide. Now partial pressure of these two gases in the atmospheric air and the two sites of diffusion that are given in this table. Here you can see that the data given clearly indicates that the concentration gradient of oxygen, the concentration gradient of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmospheric air as well as in the alveoli, how it differs, and in the blood, that is in the deoxygenated form as well as in the oxygenated form, what is the concentration of these gases in the blood as well as in the tissues, that is mentioned here. So the concentration gradient of oxygen from alveoli to blood, and from blood to tissues, okay, that is mentioned here. So these are the numbers which are mentioned here, and from here we can indicate that a gradient is present for carbon dioxide in the opposite direction, that is from tissues to the blood, and from blood to alveoli, and from blood to alveoli, from tissues to blood and blood to alveoli, as the solubility of carbon dioxide is 20 to 25 times higher than that of oxygen, and the amount of carbon dioxide that can diffuse through the diffusing membrane per unit difference is partial pressure is much higher as compared to that of oxygen. So here you can see that the solubility of carbon dioxide is 20 to 25 times higher than that of oxygen. So these are the membranes where the diffusion actually happens. Here the movement of the air inside the alveolar sac. This is the alveolar wall which is just one cell thick, and this is the blood from the pulmonary artery that is deoxygenated, and here it is reoxygenated blood cells which is going to the pulmonary vein, and here from the pulmonary artery. So here the diffusion process is facilitated by these three membranes. So diffusing membrane that also plays a significant role in the exchange of gases. They are made up of generally three layers. First is the thin squamous epithelium of the alveoli. This is the thin squamous epithelium of the alveoli. The endothelium of the alveolar capillaries. So these are the capillaries which are surrounding the alveolar sac. So their thin membrane is there, which is called as endothecium. And the basement membrane which is in between. So there is a basement membrane which is in between these two membranes, that is also there, and its total thickness is much less than a millimeter. Therefore all the factors in our body are favorable for the diffusion of oxygen from the alveoli to the tissues, and that of carbon dioxide from the tissues to the alveoli, that can happen. So these thin membranes as well as the partial pressure of these two gases, a gradient that is existing between these two gases, allows the diffusion to happen efficiently in the alveoli as well as in our blood vessels, which reaches the tissues further. Thank you so much for today.